We really need to talk about the year 2026. Why? Because there's a whole new wave of cyber threats on the horizon, and this time, they're powered by artificial intelligence. And look, these aren't just slightly faster attacks. They're way smarter, they're personal, and they are designed to get your money and your data in a matter of seconds. So, that brings up the big question, right? Are you actually ready for this? I mean, really think about it. Your bank accounts, your private emails, all your social media stuff. Are the protections you have set up right now, today, really strong enough for an attack that's custom-built to fool you specifically? But hey, don't worry, the point of this explainer isn't to scare you, it's to get you ready. We're going to break down exactly what these new threats look like, and then we'll walk through a simple, practical guide to building a really strong defense. And I promise, these are easy steps that absolutely anyone can follow, even if you're a total beginner. Okay, so let's start by really understanding the problem. The whole world of cybersecurity is changing, and AI is the engine that's driving all of it. The very first thing you have to wrap your head around is the speed. I mean, we are not talking about some hacker spending days trying to guess your password anymore. With AI, these automated systems can find a weak spot, create a totally convincing scam, and launch an attack, all in the time it takes you to just read a text message. It's that fast. So what even is an AI-powered cyber attack? Well, the key phrase right here is learn your behaviors. This means the AI sifts through your public data, your social media posts, who your friends are, what you're interested in, to build a super detailed profile of you. Then, it uses that profile to whip up a scam so personalized, it's almost impossible to tell it's a fake.
Okay, so that's the what. Now let's get into the how. How in the world do these things actually get into your accounts without you even noticing?
This really shows you the difference. Old school scams, like those generic phishing emails we've all seen, are like casting a giant, clumsy phishing net. They're usually full of typos, they feel super impersonal. But these new AI-powered scams, they're more like a laser-guided missile. They're instant, they're highly personalized, maybe using your name, a friend's name, or even details about something you just bought. And because of that, their believability is just off the charts.
The whole attack pretty much happens in 3 simple steps. First, the AI analyzes your digital footprint. Second, it creates that custom message. Maybe it's an urgent text that looks like it's from your bank, or a very convincing email that seems to be from your boss. And third, you click the link, or you give them the info, and just like that, it's over. Account takeover. The scary part is that it all happens so fast and feels so real that it just bypasses all our normal gut feelings.
And this right here is the key thing to remember. You're not just some random target in a sea of millions anymore. The AI makes the attack feel personal. It's a scam that knows your boss's name, that vacation you just got back from, or the kind of clothes you like to buy. And it's that feeling of familiarity that makes it so incredibly dangerous.
All right, enough about the threat. Let's switch gears and talk about the shield. How do we actually fight back against this stuff? The good news is, the best defense is actually pretty straightforward. And believe me, it's incredibly effective.
Now, let's be real. Is 100% protection truly possible? In cybersecurity, probably not. But that's the goal, right? We're trying to get as close as we possibly can. And by following these simple, practical steps, we can build a rock-solid defense that makes you a much, much harder target. That's what we're aiming for.
So here it is, your 4-step plan. First up, use strong, unique passwords for every single one of your accounts. A great trick is to use 3 random words together. They're long, they're easy for you to remember, but they're a nightmare for computers to crack. Second, turn on two-factor authentication, or 2FA, everywhere you possibly can. Think of it like a second digital lock on your door. Even if a hacker gets your password, they still can't get in. Third, just be skeptical, especially of any message that tries to make you feel rushed or panicked. AI scams love to pressure you into making a bad decision. And fourth, keep your software updated. Those updates are not just for new features. They often contain critical security patches. And here's the best part. You don't have to do all this alone. There are some amazing free tools that can help. A good password manager basically handles that whole first step for you. It creates and securely stores those complex, unique passwords so you don't have to remember a thing. And there are tons of free cybersecurity courses online that can train your eye to spot these super sophisticated AI scams, helping you build up that all-important sense of skepticism.
So we end on this question for you. This isn't just a bunch of information, it's a call to action. The threat is definitely real, and it's getting smarter every day. But your defense is completely in your hands. So what's it going to be? Are you going to download a password manager tonight? Are you finally going to turn on 2FA for your email? The very first step you take today is the one that starts building your shield for 2026.